In the last video, we got the front end of the Ninja sorted out. It's looking really good, got the new subframe on, got the headlights in, and we've got the front trim on. But now we need to sort out the back end. So there's a problem with the rear fender, it's cracked on the right hand side, so we need to take that off and put a new one back on. But that means stripping out everything inside the main body of the bike and getting a new fender on. So let's get straight to work on that, and then hopefully we can get around to getting those fairings on at last. The first thing we have to do is remove the rear trim that we put around the seat area. This is just 3 pieces, a piece on the left, a piece on the right and a piece in the middle. And take out the supporting bracket. Literally everything from this area has got to come out. Start taking the screws off for the rear fender. See on this side where it's cracked. Okay, all these wiring connectors have got to come out. Also take off the tail. 4 bolts that hold this into place. Need to unplug the indicators and the brake light so we can bring it free. Some of these can be pretty fiddly to get out though. And here it goes. Nice. A lot of places of this is actually connected to the bike, so what I thought I'd do, I'll start at the top and try and work my way down, releasing every pressure point. Does look like we're going to have to remove the battery because I think there's some bolts underneath there. Unplug everything, get everything out and give us plenty of space to work with. There goes the battery. Okay, so we're a little bit looser, but I can still feel we're pinned on somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where. Okay, got it a bit more release. It just seems to be locked down at the bottom now. I'm just trying to find out where that last bloody bolt is. Some rubber surrounds which goes around the ECU and the battery. Seems to be holding it in place. I think it's coming out nicely now. There she goes. Okay, so now we've got that out, we can actually take all the fittings off the old fender and put it onto the new one. That includes taking the rear brake light. There's a couple of bolts in there, there's a couple of rubber grommets as well for the bearings to clip onto. We need to make sure we get everything. I may have forgotten 1 or 2 things, I may have had to take it off the bike again to redo it. make sure we just do everything in reverse and put everything back where it belongs. Everything naturally fits into the slot, so it's not too difficult, to be honest. Getting this thing in is fiddly. It literally took about 2 hours to try and get this into place. It's fiddly to get it in where it needs to be and clip it into the right place. Okay, clipped in, and we should be able to get all the bolts on and get it tied up nicely. Footrest back on. Okay, so that took an awful lot longer than I expected. So it appears that that little clip in there has got to be clipped on before the rest of it, otherwise you can't push it back far enough for it to clip in. So that was hanging down, which was struggling to get the underpiece on. So taking it all off again, undone all the screws, clip that on properly, and now we're good. Now that that's on, we can feed the indicator lights and the rear brake light back through the tail tied in. You may notice that one indicator looks orange here and one looks white. Reason being, we've only got one bulb in, so once we get a yellow light on the other side, then it will look orange as well. Get those 4 bolts tightened up again. And we've just made about 2 hours work look really easy. Get all those plugs back in, let's get the indicators plugged in, the rear brake light plugged in again, get the ECU plugged back in. Nice thing is most plugs can only really go in one hole, so it's pretty easy to remember where they go. And then we get the battery back in. Battery's connected up, pretty much done. Rear fender changed. So now we can reapply the rear trim. Well, we can do it when we turn that around so it's the right way, because those little holes should be on the top. Sides and then the middle section. They all clip in nicely, it's pretty straightforward. Got to make sure we line the tabs up appropriately so it fits into place. There we have it, back end looking good, rear fairings on, looking nice. Just need to get the rest of the fairings on the bike now. Lovely.
Funhouse active, king of the palace, rubber like Malcolm, balled up fist in the air to the flashlight, yeah, hands up in the air till they gun me down, I keep it 100, they crunching the numbers, I'm young out, young hitter, got a fetish for success, if I ain't next and I just leave impression, next to rain on the window pane, puffin' plain Jane, let them second guess me, wanna cop the Porsche with the Porsche of the ski, grip the wheels, let the horses just spits, why they trash at the chore on my list, added a sword but I swore with the pen, I'm eating good, Miss Caloric slid, I sipped the potion and poured it, I on the time, watch me pour it, opportunity knock at the door, they like rent, they rush for the doors and it open like this, pin stroke, game cold as the fridge, sound wave for like more than the clicks, cowboy bung and surf the web for the hits, ayy. Been greedy, don't pity, they full thing with me, been real. I'm traded, I'm hype, I'm litty, been this since scrimmage, don't play game with me. I volley these hits like I play tennis, I grip this shit, now I live it, don't pity. I live pill at the top through the city, now I run this. How I jotted with the pencil while they flop with the vision, jaw drop when I spit it off top, little. Eating these 7 figures, catch the fade when it jit me. Bet I'll count it down to the penny wave. Heavy is all on my mind, I've gotta make that edit. But I might spark that wildfire, rebel when I breach. Funhouse active. King of the palace, rubber like Malcolm, balled up fist in the air to the flashlight, yeah, hands up in the air till they gun me down, I keep it 100, they crunching the numbers, I'm looking wild, Funhouse active, king of the palace, rubber like Malcolm, balled up fist in the air to the flashlight, yeah, hands up in the air till they gun me down, I keep it 100, they crunching the numbers, I'm looking wild, I just might crash it, really ain't passing. Running for the mask, I just need cash quick, I just want passion, no attraction, let me do that shit, going outside, I just might crash it, really I'm passive, running for the mask, I just need cash quick, I just want passion, no attraction, let me do that shit. Charge on its last light, same clothes I'm from last night, still lit like it's last night, young living in the fast life, young. Smoke cloud from the hash pipe, catch air from the half pipe. I need a centerfold from the shows with the mansion, chandelier dancing, counting a Branton, yeah. Been had hella francs, man, it's ballpark figures. Might be in the field, but I came from the trenches. You can tell it's my time, looking bittersweet. I do like the charm on my wrist, let me flip. Funhouse active, king of the palace, rubber like Malcolm, balled up fist in the air to the flashlight, yeah. Hands up in the air till they gun me down. I keep it 100, they crunching the numbers, I'm looking wild.
There we have it. At long last, the Ninja is 100% finished. The fairings are on properly, we've got all the grommets in place. This bike is done.